our distinguished analyst, Allie LaForce, on the sidelines. The starters for the Golden State Warriors. Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Green out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Moody in at small forward. And for the Bucks, inside we have Giannis and Lopez. Taurean Prince is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Kuzma in at the 3. A battle of the big men. Grab some popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
Tip-off goes to Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo against Butler. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. Butler on the wing. And he buries his first look.
Jimmy B doing his work there, challenging in the lane.
Here's Milwaukee. Here's Antetokounmpo. Hauled in by Curry. And it's Green with the ball for the Golden State Warriors. Butler passes to Curry. Who is stolen by Lillard. And the Bucks pushing it up now.
I like whenever Lopez challenges the D at that size. I mean, they're going to have to foul him in the process.
Yeah, Grant, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, B.A., from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times.
And the call will be against Kyle Kuzma. That's his first foul of the game. Bucks on D. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Bucks. About a minute played here so far in the first. Count the basket.
And Giannis treating the defense like a magazine. Easy reading here for him.
And that's an intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Golden State with the ball. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I was able to spend a few minutes with Doc Rivers. I wanted to know how he planned on tackling the Jimmy Butler problem. He told me, I want to make everything as hard for him as possible, anything we can do to bother him and to get him to be even a little less aggressive, trying to put out the fire before it starts. That's the plan. Back to you.
And Allie, thank you for that. For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Grant, Kyle Kuzma is an instinctual scorer who gets it done in a variety of ways.
He's especially skilled inside the painted area, but he's a capable shooter from mid-range and beyond the arc. Plus, he's someone you can rely on in the clutch.
And here's Curry for 3. Rebound, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo with it. Now guarded by Moody. Antetokounmpo, bam!
Giannis has great confidence and he's playing with it here.
Golden State has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Pass to Podziemski. Outside, Green. Outside, Podziemski. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Out to the right wing. Butler against Antetokounmpo. Here's Lopez. And it's Lopez with the jam.
Good size and the ability to carve out space. Lopez battling on the rebound.
Pass to Lillard. Fires the three. It's rebounded by Jimmy Butler.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. Milwaukee in the lead. Now here's Lillard. Over Butler. The shot by Lillard, no good.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
And Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
Bobby Portis has checked in for Milwaukee. And Golden State also making a switch. Hields checked in. All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Guys, thanks. Well, Jimmy Butler is in the 5th stop of his NBA career. He'd been in a standoff with the Heat. As they hesitated to extend him at the number he desired, he knew there's going to be someone willing to pay up. And guys, I'm very interested to see how Butler fits in his new opportunity.
Yeah, we'll continue to track that story. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. Porter's shot is off.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Lillard against Curry. From downtown. Lillard can't get it to go. Right side Curry. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. Warriors ahead, up by 1. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And what do you guys think about the Warriors here in this one?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
Giannis plays the 4 with Portis in its center. Kevin Porter is out there with Gary Trent. And it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Fires top of the key. No good. A bit long that time. And so Porter will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Well, Brent, league-wide, more and more points being scored. You see that tapering off at any point?
BA, with all the rule changes and what we're seeing in terms of the skill set of players growing, I mean, the scoring is just going to keep going. How far can we go? I don't know. I feel like we're topping off a little bit. The only way we're going to score more points in a game is add more time to the clock.
A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
Giannis Antetokounmpo wants to take on the tough assignments defensively. He said, quote, "I believe I'm one of the best two-way players to ever play this game, and I want to have that challenge, knowing that you gave everything to the game and you gave everything to stop the other team's best player."
He certainly wants to dominate in every way, Ali. Thank you. Now here's Jackson Davis. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Trent on the wing. Lets it go from deep. No good on the shot. Golden State has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Curry with it. Now Porter defending.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Portis, the pass to Antetokounmpo. And here's Porter outside. Kuminga pulls it in. the Warriors trailing. And Brent, you've always seen the flashes, but now it seems the game is slowed down for Kuminga.
Well, BA, a lot of fans clamoring for Kuminga to get minutes even earlier on, but the Warriors took a very slow approach to his development, and now you're starting to see some of that athleticism and strength and some of that patience paying off for Jonathan Kuminga.
Shot clock at 6. Antetokounmpo. Oh, the strength of Giannis.
And look at Giannis using his length inside, allowing him to beat the contact and get the finish.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And the Bucks will go for a different look here. Brook Lopez is checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Green. Prince is checked in for Trent. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Porter Jr. And a new group getting ready for the Warriors. Green's checked in for Jackson Davis. Butler comes in for Kuminga. Moody's checked in for Payton. And it's Brandon Podziemski in for Curry.
Well, because he's such a good scorer, people don't always talk about Jimmy Butler, the playmaker.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Here's Lillard. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And you know, Damian Lillard, a lot of his points come from the line, Brent.
Well, he does a great job of getting himself there. I think defenders are so in tune with Lillard's ability to drill you from the three-point line. He gets around the initial guy and then into the teeth of the defense where he's very strong at attacking the rim. I love Lillard because he loves the game. And this is a guy who just wants to be out there. He wants the ball in the hands. And he tries not to get caught up in all the drama that happens around the game. It's 100% focused on it.
That one misses.
Buddy Hield just has such an incredibly quick trigger.
The 3 from Prince. Good. And it's Lillard who picks up the assist. Prince has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there. Lopez with the steal. Prince with the bucket. And now a 6-point Milwaukee lead. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Milwaukee?
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
Well, one thing that's noticeable is just tremendous energy from everybody, and they put that into their transition play, and all that hustle is paying off.
And here's Milwaukee now, after the Warriors picking up a basket just a moment ago. Butler surveying the floor. Butler right to the heart. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the half. Lopez in the post, working on Green. Right side Podziemski. Outside Moody to the middle. Here's Green. Tries again. Can't get the layup. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Milwaukee out in front. They're up by 2. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the half-court shot. Drums, please. They're measuring up the shot. Let's hear it for our contestant.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Giannis Antetokounmpo. What a contribution.
Yeah, he played such a smart first half, maximizing his opportunities offensively.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half. I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And Curry's got the ball here for the Warriors. Trailing by 2. Kicking off the second half. Here's Steve Kerr's 5. Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Butler out there with Draymond Green. And it's Moody in at the 3. Now here's Kuzma. Lopez, the screen. Inside. Oh, Green with a block.
Wow, gritty defense from Draymond, showing how tough it is, and great timing on the rejection.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
And so it's Golden State with it. 2-point game. Curry, no good. Grant, when you look at Draymond Green's career, you think he's going to the Hall of Fame?
You know, B.A., I believe so. He's won multiple titles, and we know how impactful he has been as a defender and distributor especially. I think we'll see him in Springfield one day.
Here's Podziemski. After the basket by Milwaukee on the other end. Moody passes to Curry. The 3 is up. Curry buries the triple.
I mean, he's like a magician how quickly he gets that shot off. Was it ever there?
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Warriors play a unique style predicated on passing and cutting off the ball. Stephen Curry said the main goal is to just force the defense to make as many decisions as you can. So with all that ball movement and body movement, they're going to mess up at some point. Brian?
Well, it helps having a weapon like Stephen Curry. Thanks, Allie. Kuzma. And he converts the layup.
Kuzma with a little bully ball of his own here.
Over a minute and a half now into this third quarter action. Outside Moody. Pass to Curry. Now Green. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo's got 5 rebounds tonight. Lillard left side. Back to Lopez. Antetokounmpo against Green. 6 on the shot clock. Prince can't hit.
He may not be the strongest inside presence, but still, he's got to convert from there.
Podziemski takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. Podziemski's got 6 points.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Now Lillard. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Butler's got 7 rebounds in the game. Pass to Podziemski. For the lead. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Give him 8. Extremely competitive game thus far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes in total. I expect there to be more to come.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. is here for the Warriors. Jackson Davis is checked in for Draymond Green. Payton comes in for Moody. And it's Buddy Hield in for Curry. The Bucks trail. Here's Antetokounmpo. And the layup is good off the glass.
Big ups to this coaching staff. Great play design there.
Pass to Butler. Giannis with the rebound. Antetokounmpo has got 6 rebounds in the game. Prince finds Lopez. Kuzma outside. Prince against Hield. Back to Kuzma. Here's Lopez. And they recover it. Here's Antetokounmpo. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Buddy right there trying to score and forcing the issue a bit.
This is his 2nd trip to the free throw line in this one.
2 shots.
That one misses. So Milwaukee going with almost an entirely new group here. Smith, he's checked in for Lopez. Bobby Portis comes in for Antetokounmpo. Trent, he's checked in for Kuzma. And it's Porter Jr. in for Prince. The Bucks making a switch here. Livingston's checked in.
Number 7. Chris.
For Milwaukee, they've gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the 3rd quarter. Lillard outside. Beyond the arc. And another miss by Milwaukee. One second left. Ooh, JB, look out.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
And we've just finished the 3rd quarter. What a tight game we've got going. Warriors ahead. They're up by 1. And we'll have the start of the 4th quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Even though the position is called shooting guard, passing part of your responsibilities in today's game.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle.
Get loud and let them hear it. It's time for T-shirts.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers' huddle. He reminded his team just how close this game is, saying, guys, we aren't out of this yet. We still have plenty of time left. Let's go out and execute our game plan, and I promise you, we will win this game. Let's see how they come out of this timeout, Brian.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Giannis plays the 4 with Portis in at center. Gary Trent is out there with Kevin Porter. And it's Green in at the small forward position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Well, the defender was all over Kevon Looney, and he got physical right back. That's a nice play.
All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Warriors.
They feel like they have an advantage inside, and so far they have done an excellent job exploiting it.
You want to talk about ball distribution. They've been dominating that aspect of the game. I think there's a bunch of bankers out there. They're dropping dime after dime.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
And it's Hield missing. And Milwaukee shooting 34% thus far in this game. Trent for 3. Kuminga pulls it in. The Warriors leading. Looney finds Curry. Up and over Porter. Misses off the right iron. Milwaukee has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 4th quarter. And another miss by Milwaukee. The Warriors have gone 0 for 3 in this 4th. Not good. Curry, no good. Curry's gone just 2 of 7 from distance. And here's Green from the arc. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Green's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Milwaukee going with almost an entirely new group here. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Green. Prince is checked in for Trent. And Lillard subbed in for Porter Jr. And a new group getting ready for the Warriors. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Looney. Jimmy Butler comes in for Kuminga. Moody's checked in for Payton. And Podziemski subbed in for Hield. The Bucks have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Down low, the kick out to Kuzma. It's stolen by Curry. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry.
Yeah, a communication breakdown. Two guys thinking in opposite directions. The pass winds up in the stands.
Milwaukee has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Antetokounmpo can't connect. The Warriors trailing. Here's Moody. Milwaukee with the rebound. Lopez has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And there's the lob. It's stolen by Green. Curry with it. And it's Kuzma picking him up. Green, the pass to Butler. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow.
This defense gets a lot scarier when Lopez is blocking shots.
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. With the putback. Rebounded by Green. And for the Warriors, they're shooting 34% thus far in this game. Oh, look at Green. Get his inside.
Well, Draymond Green's not going to get a ton of those, but trust me, he's loving every minute of it.
Pulls it in from the elbow. Rebounded by Green. Green's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
Man, no question. Jimmy Butler all the way.
Kuzma for 3. They get it again. And Lopez gets it to go.
Wow, Lopez stepping up. What confidence from the big fella.
Outside Butler. The 3. Giannis with the rebound.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Back to Lillard. For 3. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Lopez. And it's in.
Wow. That takes steady nerves right there.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Here's Milwaukee. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Here's Kuzma. Antetokounmpo. He connects.
Giannis anticipating there and just creates his own chance.
Absolutely no room for error.
Everything has to almost fall perfectly for them to pull this out.
And the Warriors miss again. And he commits the intentional foul.
Draymond Green. First personal foul. First team foul.
23 seconds left in the final quarter. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
At the line for Milwaukee.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second.
2 shots.
So he can't get either to fall.
And right here, they can't waste any time.
Well, it's probably a little bit too late here, but you really need to score a bucket here to stay alive.
Personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for Golden State. Stephen Curry. At the line for 2.
He gets the first, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
And by missing that free throw, now a 3 could even the score. Not ideal.
Team foul.
And no good, as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. That's off as well, so he misses both.
Not the result he or his teammates were hoping for. He could have put this one away.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
Taking 2 shots.
And no good on the second free throw, so 0 for 2 there.
And there's only one option. They need a triple.
This is all from the perimeter and outside the arc here.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's the foul.
15 foul. At the line for Milwaukee.
Oh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he misses the second one as well, so 0 for 2 that time. And so they foul intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
He drops the first one, and that brings him within 2 here. So he gets them both. And Doc Rivers calls timeout. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. Unable to get the ball in bounds, and they got called for a 5-second violation.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
And what a phenomenal replay of that impressive rejection.
Oh, terrific defensive intensity right there. Getting stops like that is crucial for them right now.
That'll be a 5-second call. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time. Cuts off the pass. And Doc Rivers calls timeout. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. Mental mistake as they called timeout when they had none remaining. And they'll pay for it with maybe the rarest of technical fouls.
A total lack of awareness there. Didn't seem to know they were out of timeouts. You don't expect to see that at this level.
Grant, he just completely lost his concentration, I think. Should have been paying better attention at that moment. Ooh, knocks down the clutch free throw.
Oh, as big a free throw as you can make. Now they need a stop to send it to OT.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. For the win! Time expires. We're going to overtime. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a minute. Boy, these teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters. Now we're headed to overtime. This one should be fun. Here we go. Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Jimmy Butler out there with Moses Moody. And it's Green in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And nobody putting out much of an effort to stop him.
Surprising, in a close game, a lack of energy on defense.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Pass to Prince. There's the three. They get it again. Curry against Lillard. Back to Prince. 5 on the clock. Here's Kuzma. Second chance shot. Ooh, good work defensively by Butler.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
Moody, good.
Oh, very clever from Curry. They're attracting the defense and then just giving it away.
Basket counts.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
And Curry with the take. Antetokounmpo with the block. Kuzma for three. Knocks it down from distance.
Kuzma, rise, and fire.
Moody passes to Curry with the drive. Count it. And the Warriors lead by 1.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Lillard can't get it to go.
That's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Puts it up. And the shot no good. A bit short. They can't afford to waste this shot.
Moments like this are what it's all about.
Butler. Cash.
And this is the type of scorer that Jimmy Butler can be, especially when he's getting to his spots.
And this is so critical. They now have to score every trip up the floor.
Nope. Every opportunity here have to have flawless execution.
And the Bucks miss again. And they committed intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty. Now the Warriors with it, and they go to the intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
And just like that, this game is a 2-possession affair.
Timeout called, Milwaukee. 15 seconds left in the OT period. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
Score quick, then foul. Then you have to hope for some missed free throws.
Yeah, this won't be easy, so a little bit of luck will go a long way for them to get back in.
And an intentional foul right there.
Third team foul. At the line for the Warriors.
Good on the first, and that increases the lead to 6. And so he drops them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Some padding here on the free throw line, some good work.
Timeout called, Milwaukee. They're down by 7. All right, guys, what do you think?
Trying to extend this one, but it seems futile.
Yeah, this is the classic too little, too late. The effort coming, and not enough time for them to get back in it.
Here's Kuzma. Oh, he buries it from outside.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Early into his night. But honestly, I don't know that they can come back no matter who's on the court.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. And he ends up making the second. And that puts him up 5. And here's Milwaukee now. Counted!
Punching it inside, attacking the heart of that defense. I love it.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
First free throw is good, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws good, and it's a 5-point game.
Breathe easy now. The biggest free throws in the game, and he's coming through.
Here's Antetokounmpo. It's in.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific mood right now.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Thank you, Jimmy. At times, it was not pretty out there, but you got it done. What made the difference?
We just continually play hard. I think at the end of the day, defense is all about will, want to, and how hard you play. And we got a lot of guys that just play hard.
The effort brought you the win. Congrats again.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Brent Barry, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching tonight's game. And let's reveal our player of the game, Jimmy Butler.